Alright, today I'm going to talk about the natural scale starting in the B position. That's the 8th fret of the E string, and it goes like this. It's the 8th fret of the E string, 10th fret, and then 12th fret, and then 8th fret of the A string, and then 10th fret of the A string, and then 12th again, and then 9 on the D string, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 13. Then now octaves. There's many places for octaves on the fretboard. It's just the same note, just in a different position. Like we have the 8th fret of the E string right here, and then the octave of that would be another B. That would be on the 10th fret of the D string, or open B string. Well, my mistake. The whole damn thing starts in C instead of B. But you understand the only difference in this position. The only variation of this is whenever you have your fingers fretted on the D and the B string. There's actually a 2-fret gap because one of these strings is always going to be flatter than the next. But whenever you and over here, so no matter what, it's just as long as you can remember the what strings they are. The octaves are like this. And then whenever you ascend, you get the root note, and then the second note. That'd just be the second. Those two notes don't really sound together, but the way you get the sound of the chord, whether it be major or minor, is this third note, the third. Now, whether or not that note is actually major or minor depends on the third. See, in this the natural scale will go from C to E. I'll play that on the other string, on the 7th fret of the A string. And playing them together, it's a major sound. The octave of that played together, and then another octave up. You see that that's just the same shape as a C major chord, just brought up. Now, if you wanted to make that minor, what you would have to do is you'd have to bring that down 2 steps. What this really ties into is the 3-string arpeggios. Here we have the D major shape. which on the small A string it starts off on the 17th fret, pull it off to the 14, on the 15th of the B, 14 of the G, and then just ascends back up. Play the legato. Then what we have here is an octave, because it just goes back down to this A right here. Then this is the third, this is the fifth. If you wanted to make that minor, what you would want to do is you'd want to bring that this F sharp on the 14th fret of the E string down one, down half a step, and then there we have D minor. D major, D minor. The only difference between the 3-string and the 5-string arpeggios is really just the octave that it's played in, because this note right here, the 17th fret of the A string, is the exact same note as the 14th fret of the G string. Likewise, the 12th fret of the A string. So it starts here. Here's an octave. Three octaves right there. An octave right there. The 17th of the A, the 15th of the B. The 16th of the D. And the 14th of the E. That'd be for the major chord. And if you wanted to make it minor, you bring both these notes, since they're the same note as they're the same octave. Just take them down half a step, and then the whole chord shape would be 12, 17, 15, 14, 15, 13, 17. And then say you wanted to make that major, all you have to do is go from that note there's really no difference. The only thing is that you have to remember is the chord shapes and really where you're going to play them at. It's not really very much variation. You just have to memorize scales and arpeggio shapes. And then once you do that, it's pretty simple to figure out where exactly to play whenever you're playing certain chord progressions over the songs that you're trying to write.